Test, test. Can you guys hear me now? Oh man, I had the largest preamble you wouldn't believe. I've been talking for ages. What I was just saying about the giveaway is that basically it's 50 points to enter the giveaway. For every 10 minutes of watch time, you get 10 points. So if you follow the channel, that should give you 25 right away. So you only really have to watch for 20 to 30 minutes to be able to enter. It's a pretty juicy prize, so I didn't want people just dropping in to be able to do it. This is the first one, so we're probably going to tweak it a fair bit before we're done. 0 Whizbucks. That's all good, robot. You'll take your spot at the top of that table at some point, I'm sure. For those of you guys just dropping in, this is the Blue Wizard stream where we make maps and I answer questions that you guys might have. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Effectively, we got a lot further than this last week. Those of you who were here watching the stream last week, it might take a little bit to actually apply those points. Let's just try and wait. First time we run a giveaway through this, so we'll see if that actually goes through. Oh, it's going to be for both. This map will be both teams and free for all. So this is where we started last week, just sketching kind of the outline of the whole map. I'm going to quickly load a more current version, and you guys get to see the progress that's been made. This was with a little bit added on. Actually, this wasn't so much further from where we were last time. Just roughing out this kind of spiral staircase all the way up. Adding a second floor on here. Slowly getting this room to where we want it to be. Just wait until you see what's actually happened to this. It is a completely different map. We'll move forward in time. I think we even got further than this during the stream. Think so. Which one was this one called? Cursed 1, 2. Let's go one more after that. All right. Subtly different. Now we have some roof pieces that got added on in your guys' absence. We've made quite a few new pieces for this map. Hey, what is up, sir? Thanks for watching, guys. And then, as we continued to add pieces, the map changed somewhat. I'll show you a more current version. We put a lot of new pieces in there. These roof tiles have been changed several times, so we'll definitely have to edit those back. Basically be a roofer for the majority of the stream. There's no link for the game, but you guys should be able to hear me okay. Nice. That's actually really good to see that you guys are actually getting Whizbucks. I had no guarantees this was going to work out. Hey, thanks for you guys watching on Discord as well, or at least in the Discord chat. I've got Twitch, Discord. I'm actually live on Twitch as well. You can basically chat in this chat in Discord, you can chat in Twitch, or you can chat in YouTube. It should be all good. I'm getting all the messages on my screen now. So looking around, you're going to see a lot of new pieces you've never seen before. Not on Twitch yet? That would be news to me. Let me check that out my side. It says I'm connected and I've got a couple people watching. It is on Twitch. Hey, what's up, Bubble Axe? So in terms of the tour of new pieces we're adding for this one, we've got the gargoyle. We've got actually something we've never had before, which is almost silly because it's like a utilitarian block, which is this kind of half block rounded piece so that we can finally make rounded crosswalks like this rather than it being like this, how it was before. We've got a very beautiful trapdoor that comes in 2 pieces. digs all the way down here. Something you can't see is we actually never had a full dirt block before. But I got one put in. Sad to say, not all of the Eggos made it. Some of them are real dead. Real dead. We've got some nice graves to mark where they lay of different varieties. Maybe my favorite one of all. It's tough. We hardly knew thee. In addition, in terms of new pieces, we've got these beautiful spooky wall art. And of course, for those of you who have actually seen it, at this point, oh no, Gray, it's too soon. I'm still in my preamble. What is up, guys? It's not going to be Shell Shocker's gameplay today. This is basically me running through the development of this map. Still pretty loose and wild. It's actually got a little further than this. This isn't the most current version. You may notice some see-through windows for the first time. Thank you so much for the raid, Gray. I very much appreciate it. The chat's coming in thick and fast, so I'm going to be talking a lot about the decisions made in the map. I'm going to be talking a lot about what decisions we're going to make, and I'm definitely going to ask you guys for your opinion. You just need to be watching. It's probably after the follow, about 30 minutes before you get the WizBucks. Seems like you guys know all of the Stream Elements commands to get it to give you the skinny on that, but I may have set the limit too high, but it is a very nice prize, so I didn't want it to be too easy for just anyone to win. Definitely a work in progress, these Blue Wizard streams, so thank you for sticking with me. So I'm actually going to open up the most current version of this map that I have. Oh, and once again, I'm going to have to be a roofer the whole way along. We just changed these pieces, so every so often when we change them, we have to actually move them all back. And it's just the end versions of this block that kind of hang over the eaves a little bit. It'll look better once I'm done doing my roofing. We'll move all of these around. I can continue to show you guys some of the new textures and blocks we have. We've got kind of boarded up pieces with real nails. We have a trapdoor leading to some kind of a dimly lit crypt. We've got some spooky portraits on the wall. Very scary. And then I can start talking you guys through some of the decisions that I've made on this map. You can tell me what you think. That's not actually the right tile. It's better. I was gonna say, I think I fixed it all, but no, not even close. Not even close. What engine is this? This is all kind of in-house. This is the map editor we use, or really I use, to make all the maps. And you're seeing it kind of how you used to see a lot of shell maps. Pretty much back in the day, every single shell map was lit like this. It was lit this color. It didn't really take in dynamic lighting from any light sources, and the lighting update about a year ago changed all that. So once we actually bake in the lighting, this will look a lot like Haunted. So it'll be a lot darker, The pumpkins, the candles will all be shining. The roofs, yeah, we fixed it. Don't worry. I put on my Felix Fix-It hat and I got down to business. So what we wanted originally was we wanted this big purple style roof that people could explore and get up to the rooftops, be among the gargoyles. And that was one of the major differences that I wanted from this one, was to have a decent rooftop. Now the reason it's still open here, I have been working on it. Obviously you guys from the last stream will notice that the graveyard is slightly different than it was before. Now we have graves for all of our poor deceased Eggos, our unlucky Eggy boys that got caught sleeping while Gray was in town. Our trees have gotten a little bit of an upgrade with a spooky face in there. Our windows are now actually see-through. At this time, we haven't made them shoot-throughable. I actually think it'll play better not being able to shoot through here. And to be honest, this collision might be a little bit of a nightmare as it's so small. Faith, do you like the roof? I quite like it. I quite like it. But when I was making this map, I really wanted as many opportunities for you to see through these windows and see something going on, whether it's just a candle for lighting, whether or not you're actually seeing into one of the harder to get to places on the map, or whether or not you're just seeing like a nice little happy Easter egg smiling back at you. It's not the first time. The rotation, I think, sometimes when we make changes, often gets messed up, so I just move them around. It's not usually too big of a deal. Yeah, you need 50 to enter. I see people already on 35, so yeah, you're gonna get there for no time. I'm gonna be live for a couple hours yet, so fear not. Today, we're gonna make the following changes. I added these staircases here. I wanted it so that basically not, you know, even if you're not a crack shot, just lurking on the big open sides here, you have a way to get around relatively unseen. I wanted the graveyard to kind of have a route that you see here. You do have certain routes to places, but if you choose to jump on and over trees, yeah, things can get a little tricky, a little hairy in the graveyard for sure. We have multiple ways to get to the roof, including a couple different spots people can camp on their way up. This being kind of the highest point on the map. This is probably going to be pretty well trafficked. I don't think any high up spot is necessarily OP, because there's a lot of different accesses for sure. Keep watching, Sharkbucks, you'll get enough points. It's set to basically 50 points equals 1 entry, and you can get more through all kinds of different ways. What we're going to be doing today is putting some polish on this map. It looks largely finished, but I'll tell you the things that I don't quite like. What's up, Eganator? Things I don't like yet are kind of tunnels that have nothing in them at all. They're very, very bare. Just a straight shot. Nothing to look at on the way. We're definitely going to change that. We are going to have a look to see what we can do about this roof in the middle. I wanted this corridor as you come in. A big, sketchy corridor with all kinds of things happening, but I don't like this roof, this little dinky roof. So I might try getting rid of that completely, filling it in with some kind of features, because I think, you know, even without this, we might have enough roof. Maybe one extra roofed piece right here will make it, but I'm not quite sure yet. So we'll experiment with that. I'll definitely, like when you get to that place in a game where you're about to, you know, maybe gun down someone you don't think you should gun down, you do a quick save right beforehand. So I will be doing a quick save before we tear off this roof. But first, let's deal with what we can do to these tunnels to make them a little bit more interesting. Faith has made us a variety of interesting pieces to put down here. And I don't think you guys have seen them before, so Should be interesting. We got spider webs of all manners. We have scary glowing spiders. And we're just going to get down here and see what it looks like. That is a flat spider. Let's see what kind of spider webs we have. That is for a corner. So that's not actually going to work well in here unless I flip it upside down. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. We can continue to play around with it. What I do wonder, I don't actually know yet if these eyes are light sources. Another chicken nugget thing for an hour. Right now we're concentrating on, yep, you're going to be able to play this map. Oh, it's going to get dark. Don't worry at all. Maybe we'll actually have just a small area here where we can put some kind of additional light source. I think that would be good. Okay, we got spiderweb try and spiderweb duo. So let's try the try in the corner here. Very nice. Let's put some happy little candles in the corner as well. Excellent. Okay. I can get behind that. I think all of these pieces are used. I could put that there. All right. This will look completely different, by the way, when it's properly lit. This will be the only light source. Everything else will be dark. I do think that eyes are light sources, but that would be cool. Yeah, let's try and leave that, and we'll see what that looks like as well. Yeah, we got a lot of different chats on the go. I want to be like you, inventing these maps. Who knows how to do that? I mean, I wish I could tell you that I went to school to do something like this, but really most of my knowledge just comes from working random jobs and playing a fair amount of games. Stay in school, kids. But in terms of editing maps, really it's something I was interested in. I've always been interested in multiplayer map design, and working here I had the opportunity to give it a go. Oh, I lied, Faith. One more. Now all the roofs are complete, except for that one. But first off, we have one more mausoleum entrance. Already got some candles in here, but we are going to want some kind of spider as well. Let's get our tri-web out again. Well, it's extremely hard to actually click on it. Check I didn't mess that piece up. I messed this one up a little bit. There we are. Hey, thank you so much for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. I see people on 45 points already. When you do get to 50, you'll be able to type ticket and enter the draw. I don't believe anyone is there yet, but that is definitely going to fill up. It is a pretty juicy prize. That is just about perfect. I really hope those eyes glow. That would be insane. And we do have actually a light source here, so this should be pretty good. That'll be a pretty sweet dark cobweb. Let's see if I have some flat ones to add as well. Duo flat. Just spider? We have spider and spider flat. Okay, we want 3D spiders. In fact, I think we have a spider over here, which allegedly could be flat. Oh yeah, I like 3D spider a lot more. Which way do we want him to be going? I want him to come towards people. Oh. There we are. It's actually way harder than I thought it needed to be. Perfect. Alright, back to the other one. The map's gonna be sweet. I'm actually pretty keen to see how it plays. I think I've left enough room for crack shot play. I think, you know, if you're up in here with any kind of close range weapon, you're just gonna be dominating the whole inside. Even wrapping around the outside, you can sneak up on people up here fairly easily. Don't get me started on this. This is gonna be a horror show for really anyone who's in here. But I'm excited to see people hold this. Not dissimilar from when people hold bunker. Because you can just hold up and hold a spot if that's what you're into. People do love that kind of gameplay as well. Thanks for the follow, guys. Much appreciated. I mean, especially around this time of year, you really want this kind of map. Yeah, very, very excited to see this actually in play for sure. So, I want to start on that roof, but it's a big project. But we'll get on that pretty soon. This whole stream is basically an opportunity for you to ask me any questions you might have, either about the map, about what's coming in Shell Shockers, what we're working on behind the scenes. Alright, I've done it. It's too late now. The roof is gone. And all we have is everything else. See, right away, without the roof, I'm kind of happy with the way that it looks. This could come down a little bit if I'm not going to seal it off, although I kind of like the idea of completely sealing it off as well. Not sure we really have the pieces to wedge into this spot, even if we would want to. Not gonna work. I'll tell you that right now. So in terms of making it a platform or closing it off, it's gonna look interesting. I could always run it down another level. Pretty strange, though. I'm not gonna lie. Don't love it like that. What is my favorite map so far? You know, honestly, I love Cluck Grounds the most. It was inspired by an old Quake map called Campgrounds. And I love the kind of different zones. I love how clear it is for various different areas. I made quite a good effort to color code everything so that you could, if you're standing in one section of the map looking at the other, you can see kind of what's going on. In fact, I'll quickly show you that. I could open that in my editor. So, I mean, quite a lot of effort to make sure if you're in one spot of the map, you can see where the other quadrants are. And that just makes it really easy to pick up. Like, I know yellow's that way, I know plain is over here, I know blue is there, and it's all just incredibly clear what quadrant you're in. This was actually before we had the red block, so maybe in a perfect world, this section would be redone to be red, so you'd see it from a few angles. Colorless works too. I mean, lack of color is still color. But I really like how this one plays. For those of you who played this ages and ages ago, these towers were actually right in the corner, so you couldn't get behind them, so snipers didn't have a lot of kind of nests to hang out in, so eggs need nests. I edited it so that they did, and I think it's been way better ever since. For those of you just joining, this is kind of like a rough template for the new map that we are working out. The other option is I put a brand new roof up here. That will change how this interacts with that. and a few other things. You'll probably be able to jump from one to the other. Don't know how that's actually going to look, though. But kind of the best thing about stuff like this is you can just try it out, and if it doesn't work, then you can just backtrack pretty heavily. Do we have a... Nope. We have people on 45, but no entries officially into the giveaway as of yet. I'll be watching that pretty closely to see who gets in there. Now, I don't actually think I'm high enough here. Unless I want to do a little tiny baby roof right here. Well, to be honest, that works pretty well. This might be problematic for shooting through. We'd have to test that out. There's a lot of pieces coming together to hopefully not block any bullets through here. We need that there if we want to put this in like that and create some kind of hidden thing right at the front. That does make a lot of sense. I could also center this, but then I would have to start eating into this rooftop. This map's going to be available October 1st to play. It's going to be released with the Halloween update. I like this for so many reasons, and I hate it for so many others. I do like that if I make this thing completely chaka, then I will be able to put something in the middle and have it viewable through 4 different ways. Kind of like that a lot. Yeah, okay. This makes my heart happy. I'm okay with that, but I still don't like how it fits in with everything else around it. Yeah, quite excited about the windows. Faith did those up for me the other day, and I think they look insane. Now, see, the problem is this creates this unbroken T, so none of these blocks could be moved, otherwise you'll be able to look up through it. And that doesn't leave much in the way of movement. Like, you have a blocked off passage there, you've got this kind of standalone section, which doesn't really do anything. You can't get access through in either direction. So, although I like the shape and I like what's happening here, I don't think it's going to be possible for where it is. Now, incidentally, well, no. See, I basically made this little hut as another way to get right to the top quickly. And I did add in some little window campy points along the way. However, I couldn't do the same to this because then I would blitz this pumpkin that's right in the middle. So this shape that I'm making can't be hollowed out in the same way, and it's basically reproduced here in the middle with just longer arms, but I am in favor of putting this somewhere. And maybe the answer is just to put it over here. But as I said, it takes up a plus sign block at least 2 high. So unless I make it 3 high, I wouldn't be able to change that. Because then these could be, you know, edited as we choose underneath. Let's try that. And I'm just going to put it in here just to see what it looks like. See how we feel about it. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, for watching, guys. Well, I want each map to be a little different. Like, some maps are better for teams, some maps are better for competitive play. The Halloween maps are awesome because I just get to make them for fun. I don't need to worry too much about bases. I just get to make it look as funky as possible. Let's get some roof pieces. Oh, interesting. These have no overhang. That's actually okay if the bottom ones don't as well. These were never meant to be edge pieces, and so because I've taken it just from the middle here, they don't have this kind of eaves, but that's okay. We can work around that for now. And any kind of like slight cosmetic change to a block can always take place later. So let's see, actually I made this double high, because even these blocks can be edited, it's just those ones that can't. So I could lower this down a titch. Although... this shape might not work out in the spaces I have available. Definitely something to consider for the future. The bot is broken. We do have, by the looks of it, a few people already entered in the giveaway, so I think we're looking good. I think tickets are working quite well. CatScript, you might actually need to be on Twitch to enter the giveaway. Not 100% sure about that. Let me know if it worked on YouTube for you, okay? So I could lower this down. It does create a nice break. Let's kind of proceed under the assumption that we are going to have it there, and then make some edits as we go. One other consideration when making these maps is you kind of want some of the action to be visible when you're spectating. So you don't want it to all be happening like behind closed walls. It is nice to be able to get a good read on what's happening, watch your friends get murked, or other such things as you're playing. So let's see what can be done here. I could chonk it out a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not loving it. Not loving it so far. The roof that was there worked in the context of the map, but I didn't love it either, so I'm gonna have to continue to play with this a little bit until we find something that's perfect. Yeah, I'm loving the windows. We even have some windows that are kind of just painted on for places where we can't reveal really what's behind them, and others where, you know, as you come through, you'll be able to get a wicked view, which I'm pretty excited about. And as well, because this map's going to be very dynamically lit, so the lights will basically be taken way down, and it'll look incredibly different once it's got all of the lighting done from the pumpkins, the candles, and the pretty dim moon as well. The giveaway will be pulled at the end of the stream, so fear not. You guys have a couple hours to actually get in there. Maybe not quite that long, but it'll come before you know it, so I wouldn't worry about it. See, and I also don't really like physics-defying portions. Like, it makes more sense if this is up like this, then I'd have to change these stairs, which I could do, so nothing's stopping me editing the way this all kind of fits together. But every decision you make in something like this has a knock-on decision that can be fairly substantial. Making that one way, and then making it so you can come back in this way. don't know. I don't know. It could work. A little precarious. Still no way to shortcut there. And I really feel like you'd want... Well, we don't need both of these houses. Certainly don't. Actually, it gets a little bit roofy if we put both of them in there. Oh, what's up? Thank you for the emotes. Making it rain over here on the screen. One thing I'm going to have to work out about these streams in the future as well are just little basic stream knowledge things, like quickly... Because I'm streaming through multiple places, it becomes a little more tricky. But I'd like to be able to do just a quick pull on like, hey, do you like the front house or the back house? The front house or back house? But for now, I'm going to say no house. I'm going to get rid of all of it. And I'm going to try first just building out what we already have here. So this is kind of how things were running before. I could mirror this on the other side, and that would make, I think, a little bit of sense. Well, did I say we could mirror it? We can't completely mirror it, because it would look like that if totally mirrored. Careful, that's not the right one. So it looks like I might, just for a couple reasons, have to edit this side of it. Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, that's not going to work. I can always push this out a little bit, and I think I'm going to have to. Thanks for the Doritos. I was getting a little peckish anyway. Much appreciated. How many people we have entered so far? It's a little low on my screen. It looks like 8 from here. Is that about right? What name did you forget, Lime? So what I'm going to try and do is actually I'm going to kick this whole wall out a little bit more. Making this kind of route a little possible again. Adding a couple new options in terms of what we can do. I like this spot less and less actually now that I've kicked it out. It's not nearly as cool. It does allow for us to do what we were talking about over there, but not sure that's a keeper either. No VIPs on this channel? Not yet, Lion Gaming, otherwise you would surely have one. Oh, it looks like someone's got 55. When you have over 50 points, please enter the giveaway to win a albino free ranger. The skin is just too sweet for us to hold on to, so please take it off our hands. And I can always always bring this out one more if I have to as well. That does give me some more room to play around with in here, which I kind of like the idea of. Nothing that says I can't just bring this out a little bit more. Creating kind of a more narrow space here. I can always do something kind of underneath here too, which we will very likely be doing. I hope there's no glitches to be found right here. There might be. Maybe I'll leave those in for you guys. I need a half block piece. Just checking what that spot looks like from other places nearby. Doesn't look weird. This, again, I'm not overjoyed with. That does look better, at least. Need another half block. Hey, thanks, your boy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. You might recognize the rotating GIF that's in the giveaway as being your own fine work. Courtesy of renderer extraordinaire, your boy Jenkins. Look him up. Give him money. Ask him to complete your homework. He does it all. Yeah, you know what? I think this is going to be it. You kind of skirt the need for this center roof, just bringing this one along. It does create a ton of space up here, but with a couple added extra ways to get up, I think that might be rectified. We'll see how that plays, or how it looks with a little bit extra work. Don't mind it so far. We do need to, delete errant roof tiles where we find them. That is the roof, yeah, okay. That was also roof. You're better off in the middle here. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's gonna need a little bit of work still, but I think this is a good start. Hey, thanks, I exist. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Josh, good to see you. Pringles, thank you for the help. Much appreciated. There is a lot of chat, so it is a little difficult for a novice like me to keep track. Maybe I can do something like that. I don't mind that either. Maybe I'll just have a regular roof tile to put here, though. Keep the door open. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be pretty easy to jump across now as well, which adds a little bit more play. You're not as safe up here, which I don't really want you to be. There are enough places on this map where you can just bunker down and hold where you are. Okay, you guys all have to promise not to tell Nate that he has a grave in the game. I haven't told him yet, so I'm excited for the big reveal once this goes live. Rest in peace, Nate. We hardly knew you. the first positioning we had this in was actually under something above it, and so you could both get stuck there and bounce directly up. I do like a couple intentional bugs here and there. I think they're just a lot of fun to mess around with, but honestly, in this map, it's so big and it's got so many. Well, it's not going to cut it right here. If you're 2 foot tall, you can fit through here. It's no good. Yeah. All right. Still, lots of weird mismatches of things in here. I guess I don't need that square anymore, though. That does open things up a little bit more. Ideally, there would be something there as well, but obviously this is not going to work. No reason why I can't push it forward 2? Oh, that's a pretty good reason right there. Alright, take it back. Take it back. So we're going to have to make some hard choices if we want this sweet little wraparound. Give yourself CC? I don't deserve it, Lime. I'm fresh out of the gates. I'm too green. I don't know how to handle it. But I appreciate you saying that. All you need to do is watch to get WizBucks. Easiest thing in the world. You just gotta watch, listen to the soothing sounds. Could I go right through here instead? It's this block. Ooh, it's just a block. That one was not just a block. It looked like a block, but it wasn't just a block. Ooh. It was just a block. Okay. So I could go right. Jeez, putting a million extra stairs in all over the place. I could go in up here. A pretty good indication that things are a little cramped is if I can't even edit it properly without messing up in multiple ways. This looks good though. What we did is we just came out a little bit more from there. In fact, I can probably add some rounding corners in here. Does that work? I think that works. It's nicely in there. That opens things up a little bit. It's double-sided, so that should work. But you guys will all have enough points soon enough. Fear not. Hey, many thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I can tell you that Pringles is something else altogether. Hey, what is up, BWD Pog? Thank you for watching. Okay, alright, we didn't delete our old work. We've gotta move this pumpkin to center stage. This keeps going quite a ways. And if I wanted to, I could put a ladder up here. But not being able to shoot through here basically makes that kind of an area where you're right here face to face with someone. Maybe that could be fun. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I should do that. I don't think it matters that you can't shoot each other. I think it'd just be fun to stare each other down and dance at each other. That could work. I'm down for the idea. What do you guys think? Well, Lime, when you enter, that is you spending points to get a ticket. That's a good thing, I think. So let's throw in a little bit of a happy ladder right here. We got two different ladders to choose from. I'm going to go with the one originally built for town. Let's open this up, and then we can always close it back off if need be. God, I keep deleting that one. Looks just like a regular block. I'll get you. These are little finicky blocks. Hey, what's up, Haz? Thanks for watching. Egginator, much appreciated. Andy Dev, always good to see you. Splat, on Twitch, it's a pleasure. Is it free to get a ticket? Yep, tickets are absolutely free. All you have to do is just continue to watch, and you will get more and more. Actually, I have to replace these. We've got two very similar looking blocks that have different purposes, so edit those out here. That'll do. We want the overhang version for this guy right here. That's good. We've got our kind of one-way tunnel people can try and hold and probably get mated, but that's part of the fun. This area is a little bit more open than it originally was, but I don't know if that's a huge problem, and I could always just create another tower. So you come up, you have a little bit of deeks going on. I think this is fine. I think this is a good balance. See how many more times I delete this block before the end of the stream. It's been about 3 so far. Right, so right now that is a half block. Should see what I can make half blocks. To make things a little more open. Is that one? Nah, I can't. It's gotta be a full block. Don't mind it, but at the same time, goodness, at the same time, I'm not in love with it. So we're gonna continue to workshop this. We're gonna have to. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. What is up, Mano? Thanks, Splat. Much appreciated. Yeah, I like the way this looks. I also want to do something about this. You'll see that I changed the way the pumpkins were here. It's because I was pretty keen, instead of this just being the same all the way along, I kind of wanted to open it up so that you could kind of see this pumpkin once you're past this pillar. So that means basically moving this pillar and putting them here. I don't know if I love that either, though. It's usually, when you're making something like this, a story of compromises. You're trying to find out what you can live with and what you're not prepared to change, because that does vary as you go through it. Haunted house? Yeah, pretty much. The name that we are looking for right now is probably Jinx for the map. As in, I was jinxed by a witch. We are also looking at Cursed, Tombstone, Hex. I mean, Hex was close if the other map wasn't called Haunted and if we didn't just release a map called Helix. That's a lot of H's. I don't know if I can handle it. Alright, we've got rounded corners. I'm going to replace one of those with a drawbridge. Makes sense. Kind of tell people they're going back outside. Nah. Especially because that piece doesn't work from the side. That can't be recessed one more. This will have this kind of death pit, which is really a death pit. Don't tell Nate. How about Nate's demise? That's not a bad idea. Cursed tomb. That's dark. I don't know. Yeah, there are a lot of new details and new things in this map. But what's the spider doing? What's the deal with all these spiders? I don't know what their deal is, man, but they're angry. They're not happy about it. Yeah, there's a lot of different areas in this map. I think even if it has some bugs by the time it's released, even if there's some issues that I haven't foreseen yet, like I think you can wedge yourself in here, and I think you can jump up onto this roof. I haven't tested it, but if that is possible, you're welcome, because this is going to be a lot of fun. Some bugs, they're just features. That's all, Pringles. They're all just features. You just got to have a positive mindset about this kind of thing. I could put another drawbridge here. I could match it. Well, I don't even need to match it. I can just leave it like that. In which case I might put it one more in. How does that look? I mean, I'm not... I've said this before. I'm not in love with it. Really, the full archway is what looks best. See, then why even have an archway if we're gonna get crazy like that? Some tricky decisions, definitely, for this one. Oh, believe me, we have... I think I showed you guys some of the stuff that we were working on last week. I don't know if all of you were here, but there is a bunch of stuff that's super fun about this update. Pretty excited to get it in your hands for sure. I'm going to round off that corner, that block. Maybe I'll take it all the way out if it's going to be... This is chaotic. This map is going to play insane. I feel like now this is all looking good. Everything's looking good. We have a bit of a space right here. It's kind of nice to have a glimpse to see what's going on, but we might want to make some edits. I mean, technically we don't need any of that. We can put this straight through as well. A little bit more open and streamlined. Problem with making this kind of small, I call it a 2v2 hut just because of the blocks, is you can't put anything inside it. You can put stuff on it, But that's it. You don't get any of these. If you have a 3 wide roof, you get to put in interesting things into the spire. Nothing to stop me from grabbing the fake window and just dabbing it on. Can you buy multiple tickets? You can. If you watch the whole time, you can actually gain, I think, three tickets in total. So, yeah, there's a lot of chances. Looks like we're up to 20-something tickets got. That's awesome. Good luck, guys. Good luck. I'm new at this, all right? I don't know how it's done. The CCs are my guide. They are my shining light. Couldn't do this without you guys, and without a lot of different help that I've had actually getting a lot of this set up, so much appreciated for that. This would look better with some color right behind it. Whiz face reveal actually revealed maybe about 3 weeks ago now. It was kind of always the plan at some point to do that, but very easy to get busy in game dev, so we never quite got around to it. However, I am real, as it turns out, not just a bot. If it's here, you could technically make this jump, which I'm actually keen for, given that people, to get here to begin with, you've already had to go on either a little bit of a road just to survive to that point. So I think allowing them to jump up here is only right. You can jump on top of these gargoyles, and from there, that should be a pretty small jump. All right. All right. Exactly. You know, Wizbot, they're a great person, but they do come across a little stiff and rigid sometimes, and that is because they're made up of a bunch of different people, really. And, well, the formaldehyde mainly does it. For those of you who don't know, Wizbot is the lovable undead moderator from the Blue Wizard Digital Discord channel, made up of various parts of old moderators. So, obviously, sometimes people give them a hard time, but got nothing but love for them. Make Nate text a light source? But why? Because of the supernatural? It's not insane. Witch's Tomb? How? Witch's Tomb? I mean, the only real tomb we have is the mausoleum here. And that does lead to the kind of trip all the way up this tower. I don't know about Witch's Tomb. Let me get more of that spider. I'll go put him back over here. Let's get another spider web. That is a 3. We're looking for the 2-piece spider web. See if I can find it. These are new blocks to me that are spider duo. Perfect. Our designer just recently finished getting done, so I should be able to put that there. I like that. That'll be lit really nicely by the candles too. Yeah, all right. That'll do. That'll do. I think we're gonna need some rocks in there as well. Fear not if you guys cannot enter the giveaway yet. It's 50 WizBucks per ticket because it is such a juicy prize. Oh, is that on the wall? That's not gonna... No. No. Okay. Again, this looks basically, all of Shell Shockers used to look like this, which is the default lighting applied to every piece, but ever since maybe about a year ago, the lighting update, we bake the lighting into the map so it takes into account all the light sources on the ground and any light source up in the sky, and it'll make it a lot darker and a lot more atmospheric. I like it. Old Shell Shockers is great. With the lighting update, we actually got extra frames per second out of the game, which was obviously never a bad thing. And it looked better, which was pretty much just a win for everybody. I like that you can run straight down there, and I like that it's one way as well. You can't get up here. You actually have to take a pretty long road to jump up. So this side of the map can only really enter the middle side of the map through wrapping all the way around. It's hard to know if things like that are a good limitation or a bad one, but I think I'm willing to kind of let this one ride. And that's the only... We could make all of them that kind of entrance. Yeah, that makes sense to me. If one of them is going to be that way, then all y'all should be. Let people know they're going into a different room. Yeah, there's a lot of little kind of details that go into these maps that may not immediately be apparent. Interesting, okay. So as another option to running all the way around, you could duck in here and then jump over. I like that as an alternative. I'm going to leave that open. You can always fall down and go up. Actually, maybe... What do you guys think? Open? Closed. Open? Closed. Let me see your votes in chat. Open gives you another access to the top. Closed means you have to go all the way around. You can always fall down and go all the way up the ladder instead of going straight in. Seeing 2 closed, a lot of opens. Yeah, you know what, Tintin? I feel you. I feel you. I too want to make it better for camping. So fun fact, not everyone at this game is as good as Hazmat. And so getting 20, 30, 40 kill streaks is really hard. And it can be frustrating. And sometimes those people's best option is a sweet, sweet, sweet camp. Hey, I've given you guys this spot. You can just sit here all day and shoot people coming up the ladder if you so choose. But I do want to make sure that there's enough kind of like break spots so that if you want to just relax, you can have a break, sit down somewhere and just defend where you are. You don't constantly have to go looking for trouble. You just sit back and let it come to you. Could you actually, I think you might be able to make the jump from here to here, which would be interesting. Similar to having spots where people can camp, it's nice to put a few things that if people's movement is good enough, then they can take advantage. So I want to make sure we put in some stuff like that. Thanks, Tintin. Yeah, I really like how it's shaping up. This looks a little bodged. Ooh. Although, now that we've changed the design, we get to hide another pumpkin. Always nice. When this is all lit up... Oh, hold on. These blocks are rounded blocks, not straight blocks. Better. And that'll light up and kind of shine out of the window, which is going to look awesome. Okay, I'm down with that. Do you have to be here for the giveaway? I don't think so. I hate to say it, but I think the longer you're here, the better chances you have to win the giveaway, but I don't think you have to be here to win it. Oh, see, that can't be the same block, so that whole corner, if I do make that corner go up, will have to be a square. Do I leave this here? I know this would be a glitch. If you can jump on here and jump quick enough, you'll hop up to probably here. That's quite high. Where would you hop up to? You might just pop out here. I guess that's quite likely, so you'd end up here. I mean, best case, you end up right. Actually, I guess best case? No, best case you end up here. But you're very likely going to come out on the stairs. Maybe I'll just put candles in there for now. Better yet, get my tri-web. All these pieces are used. We might almost be at the time where we start to finish it up. That means, like, the last thing that we'll do is make sure we have a spatula on the map. We have a couple. Make sure our spawns are equal. There's spots down here where ammo could spawn, so what we do is we kind of mark them off with these barrier blocks. We also want to make sure, like this, that there's not additional places where there doesn't need to be blocks. I think these are all pretty necessary. Oh, let's tell a lie, I just found one. Perfect. These ones are extra though. Nice. Me and my homies hate unnecessary blocks. I know! I'm sure you guys talk for hours about how much you hate them. They do drastically lower... I mean, not drastically, but basically the less blocks you have in a place like this, the better the game will run for people. So we do want to make sure we cut down on as many as possible. No, are you kidding, Tintin? You just don't get Haz, that's all. He's just embraced that troll life, which I totally understand. I totally get it. Mighty Shell, Sharkbucks does not have any codes to give away, but Vortex, make sure you do exclamation point enter to get yourself into the draw. Or exclamation point ticket, sorry, both should work. More guns? More guns are something that, you know, we consider all the time. I don't think they're what Shell needs kind of first. I would prefer to work on a new game mode, and that's actually what we're doing. We've got a pretty exciting new game mode in the works for Shell, which I'm very excited for people to try. Oh, I see. Because of this piece, we can't put that piece in without leaving it open, so we're going to have to put that back. These pieces, these kind of small castle pieces to go along with these window pieces, they were made at the same time so that we could build this kind of front. So it exists within this block, it's just pushed out this way. Same with that one. So basically what all that boils down to is we can't do the same hidden pumpkin or hidden candle trick on that window that we can in a few other places. You'll notice people who do exclamation mark points can see how many points they have currently. That should get you where you want to go. On the outside, this one's on the inside. I don't know if that matters. I don't think it does. Kind of happy with the way that looks. One extra thing we could do is a lot of these blocks actually have... They're the same blocks you would have seen from Castle, so effectively they have the ability to make paths in them that go 3 blocks wide and can wind in between these things. I don't really know if we're missing anything by not having those paths. I think they might be kind of cool in here to let people know the best routes to avoid all the graves, because there are graves scattered around, but there's a rough path that I've tried to build in here. So I could edit the whole ground to have them. I'd have to have it coming straight through here, up there, over here, through here. There's a bit of a problem. Maybe I wouldn't have them this side at all, because this is kind of meant to be like the backwoods, meant to be more of a secret passageway or a secret little graves on the side, so maybe I would have them just go to here. I could put in a small door. We're going to try adding those to the map to kind of see what they do for it. Melees to Shell, not super likely. There is going to be only one winner to the giveaway. Yeah. Let me quickly check how many entries we have so far. 33. That is awesome. Points not updating? Let me check on stuff my side. I'll give you guys a good view of the map while I check. Tickets purchased 34, entrance 33. Doesn't look like people have got more than one ticket yet though. So I'd be keen to hear if someone else has got another one. When will the game mode come out? I can't tell you yet. We still got a lot to do on it. We're happy to release it in a not quite perfect state, but it still has to be a little further along than what it is. It looks like it's still running on my end. Everything looks good, so I think we're good to continue this and I can choose the winner. I'm interested actually to see if there's some kind of fanfare or something other than just a message in the chat. How many points? You need 50 points to enter the giveaway, Serpent. Don't love it. So we are going to try and build this path system, I think. It kind of sucks for single paths because they're just brown. But we're going to give it a go. I'm going to save it first because, in fact, I'm going to call it what we want to call it, which is Jinx. And then we're going to try and get this started. We got 3 blocks to mess around with as we do this. I don't have a big rock in the graveyard. I feel like that's a huge oversight. Where's the perfect spot? Maybe I'll leave the rock out for now. Well, we'll concentrate on the path. And this one as well. Many thanks for the follows, guys. Very much appreciated. We got a lot of different dev streams coming down the pipe. We have Andy streaming a lot of Nuke Zone development. We've got myself, Wizard Support, planning on streaming a whole ton more Shell Shockers development as well. I might be doing a little more than just map dev too. It would be cool to actually play a few rounds as well here or there. I might actually do that at the end of today's stream. Although saying that, I am keen to get this done. That's not ideal. These dirt blocks are brand new, and that's just a very, very slight mismatch by the looks of it. We'll get that fixed before launch, I think. So once this pathway is in, we can have a look at it and decide whether or not that's something we want to keep in the game, or if we want to make some edits. This one's actually on 3 sides. I don't know about that. I don't actually think we have a piece that will work well enough. Maybe I can edit this too, and then edit that one. For all intents and purposes, that kind of works. My hunch is that this is going to be a kind of a cool addition, but I don't really know yet. Make the Nate text a light source? Yeah, that is a good idea. Here's a pog edit for you. Please watch, or you know cool. Oh! You had me dead to rights. I'm not sure I've ever been cool. The only advantages I've ever had in cool stakes is not really caring a huge amount, which does definitely help. We're going to want to do a more rocky one in a few places here. Need that block. Okay. Super small thing, but I've tried to make it so that the eyes of these trees are kind of facing a relevant direction, so no matter where you're coming from or where you're looking from, you'll get to see at least something along the way. I wanted my Hall of Horrors to be completely decked out. It's looking great now. Pumpkins are looking great. The path, I'm not sold on the path, but kinda would like it to go through here as well, but these might come in a little close. We can try that. We can put it all the way this way too. It's a lot more edits. We'll do that in just a sec, and we of course actually have to redo the rest of it still. But let's keep going with this. And then I can go from there. What if I had 45 bucks? Now I have 5. I don't know. I imagine you earned another... that doesn't even make sense. I don't know why that would be. You can't spend 40 tickets all at once. Many thanks for the follow. help yourself to those extra biddies. Not quite biddies. Extra tickets. Make sure you enter. Much appreciated, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I guess I could put in, try something like that, and then see how this looks. I basically cut out a whole section of path, but it might make it look a little more organic. Yeah, alright. It's a little unusual, I think, but we'll try it for now. Despite us being so close to the deadline, I often mess with these things pretty close to when they actually go live. There's usually a lot of extra edits that I want to make. Just little tiny bits of polish that I'll put into a map right beforehand. How do we get WizBucks? All you need to do is watch the stream, Hup Hup Pig. All you need to do is watch. Every 10 minutes you're going to get some WizBucks. Watch long enough and you'll be able to enter the giveaway. Enter the giveaway and you'll have the chance to win the White Snake Free Ranger of your very own. What do we use to build the maps? This is proprietary software of our own. It's effectively all built into the same, using the same Babylon engine that we make the whole game from. You don't really need to sign up for anything, Not Jakes. All you need to do is watch. If you have a Twitch account, you'll be able to eventually go !points to check your points tally, and when you get 50, !enter or !ticket will get you to where you want to be. Interestingly, this whole section of the map, because it's furthest away from the sun, this will be the darkest. That's why I made a kind of altar right here. Alright, let's try and build that additional path and see how it goes. How many times do you points? Oh, I see. Someone's doing it a lot. Am I the owner of Blue Wizard? I am not. I'm not the owner. No, Ad Hominem is the owner. He is in the Discord every now and then. If you guys aren't in our Discord, please join. There's usually a lot going on there. A lot of extra giveaways, a lot of extra chances to win these sweet skins. Do I go all the way over here? Maybe I do. We'll try it. Alright, now we fill it all in. There's the ones that are 3, I don't actually think they work. We ran into this over here. We had to elongate it a little bit and squeeze it. And that will, yeah, okay, we can do the same thing here. It'll just create like a bit of a rocky section of path, but that's totally okay. Thanks for the follows, guys. Thanks for watching. If you are following, you'll kind of keep abreast of a lot more different stuff that we're doing, which is good. We have to take this section out too? Because this would have to face that way. Coming across a whole bunch of limitations for making these paths so close, but we'll see how we can get it looking. You guys can tell me if it looks good or if it looks real bad. It might very well look pretty bad, so appreciate your feedback. In that case, we won't need that square at all. Might not need this square. We can make it like a very small path if we want to. And just kind of stretch out this way a little bit. We're gonna try that. I feel like there's going to be some tweaks that have to be had. Is the software open for everyone? At some point, we would love to put in some kind of map editor into Shell Shockers. We don't have one yet. Zams, your water is contaminated? How long has it been like that for? Oh, shucks, Jaden. Appreciate that. I see, like, again, when we have a piece surrounded by other gray spots, we have to get a little funky. It seems like we have to make it the double-sided and then kind of make a smaller path like that. That does work. This one no longer works, of course. We'll like that, though. That'll do. That'll do. Could I pull it all the way over here? That kind of makes more sense, I think, for those. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Make sure you enter the giveaway. You do have to watch for a certain amount of time in order to enter. And it is our first time setting it up, so apologies if there's any bugs. We can certainly go back in and unpack it at some point. 95 points has... Can you enter more than once? Have you tried? Will it let you? I feel like I'm getting literally lost in the woods here. Just trying to build one path, and it's taking just as long as it did to edit the whole rest of the map. Pretty sure Disney has a song about that, which I won't treat you guys to today, but maybe if we have some kind of sub-goal at some point. We have a path. We have a lot of rocks, so probably gonna want to change that. Because we have versions of these tiles and shapes without as much rocks. So we can go through and edit where we think there's a, it's gone a little rock mad. A little too rockalicious over here. Get out of here. Okay, okay. If we do have any just plain grass, I feel like we lost a lot of our other rocky setups. The question is does the graveyard look better? And I'm not convinced that it does. This path's, it got a little wide. We can always make it the small version, which I think might actually be correct. Sometimes you gotta see when you make that mistake, see what you can do to fix it. Okay, I'm still gonna need that block. Oh, I'm not gonna need that block. I want it to be... like that. Okay. Alright, we're back to the small path around the outside. Painstakingly built small path. For those of you guys who are just getting here, I'll show you a little bit of the map. This is the map Jinx that is due to come out October 1st. We're kind of putting in the finishing touches at this point, which include this small little path leading around from some places to the others. A little tiny twisty path through the graveyard as well. Complete with see-through windows, dead-end places, a whole bunch of inside play. Nate Grave, don't tell him. Spider-filled bunkers, spooky hallways, winding towers, very high sniper points and roofs. And it's all going to be very dimly lit by the time it is finished being rendered. Yeah, thanks Gunzo. I love the way it looks so far. Still needs a little bit of polish, but it's very close to being where I think it needs to be. What do you guys think? Do you think we're getting pretty ready to pull that giveaway? If you guys want to see a giveaway being pulled in the next 5 minutes, just put a yes in chat. We're getting close. A lot of you guys have been watching for quite some hours now, so definitely appreciate that. Oh, see, that doesn't work. That's why I have it that way, is I can't actually have it any other way. Some of these were kind of slightly forced by what we're working with. Likewise, that actually has to be. Oh, actually a bit of a difficult ask. Oh, I don't mind that. Okay, so we got some rocks on the inside. That'll do. It actually worked out quite well. We have some solid pathways here. I don't mind what's happening. Everything, oh, well, except for that. I mind that. There we go. And this piece right here actually has to change. Perfect. Dare I say it, guys, that was a bit of a departure, a jaunt just on driveways. Thank you for keeping with me. Oh, I have no doubt, if any of you try anything on dev and staging, it's not really meant to work correctly. I'm going to move that there just for a better sight line coming through here. I think that's funnier. You got this sight line. This sight line is fine because it's on a pillar. Who cares? Coming in, you get to see everything. That's kind of nice. Coming in this way, also fine. You know, dare I say it, I love this area now, actually. It kind of has a lot more purpose. It's a lot more enclosed. You got plenty of places to run, including straight down here. Hopefully there's no ladder bugs along the way. Lots of places to go indoors, spill out outside. Couple little creepy hidey holes here and there. Bunch of extra shortcuts added. Alright. I wish I had the ability to change up the music on the fly like Gray's Ocean does. But I think we're about to pull that giveaway. So I will get an epic view of the map. This is our first time, so I appreciate you guys being here with us as we kind of struggle through streaming as a studio. We have 57 tickets purchased, over 46 entrants. We've been streaming for just over an hour and a half at this point. I'm going to close the giveaway. Hope it works. The giveaway is now closed. I have an option to draw a winner. Good luck, guys. If you think you got a chance to win in chat, go ahead and put "I'm a winner." Throw it out there. The Twitch gods appreciate that kind of thing. I've seen it happen. Alright, I believe it. I believe it, guys. It's definitely going to be one of you. And the winner of the albino free ranger is... I hope it puts it on the screen as well, but I think it's only going to do it in chat, so... I haven't entered. Thankfully. I hope Pringles hasn't either, or anyone else who works for Blue Wizard themselves. That, if it is that, I will redraw. I promise you that. Here we go. The winner is Aries Bro YouTube. had a 3.4% chance to win, and they took it home. Were you one of the ones who typed in chat? I'm going to go back. I'm checking chat. You did. Me wins. As he typed in chat, so it has been foretold. Congratulations. Expect a whisper coming from me. Probably just after the stream, and I'll make sure you get that. For the rest of you, if you do want to enter more giveaways through Blue Wizard, please drop by our Discord. I'll put that in chat as well. I wonder, did I bind it in here? I bet you I didn't. No, that would be far too cool. Far too cool. I'll type the Discord in here as well, though. So come join us. We've got weekly giveaways. We got a lot more streams coming, but if you're there, you're going to be the first person to hear about them. More than that, you're going to see some spoilers of stuff that's coming out in Shell before it comes out in the game. You can be the first from among your peers to know. And yeah, we're always there as well. Happy to take questions that you guys have. Happy to interact with you. We try and make the Discord a super chill place, so people enjoy hanging out. I think we're good. You know what? Honestly, I think this is ready to go. There might be a couple of very small tweaks you see before it makes it into the game proper, but otherwise, I think this is almost complete. You guys can expect to be playing this a week today. We're going to be updating next Friday, just in time for October 1st. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays. I'm definitely going to be in the servers myself, as well as quite a few other Blue Wizard Digital staff members. So if you see someone with the Discord linked on the scoreboard, you'll know it's us. And yeah, feel free to interact with us when you see us. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Again, if you have any other questions, really right now we're trying just to do Fridays to keep it consistent. That's working really well for us, but definitely we'll be posting and sending out one signal notifications when we are live and when we do have plans for some other things. We have a lot of other maps that are finished and ready to go going into the game, so I'm trying to get basically as ahead as I can in terms of map development, so that there's just less to do on like a quick rush basis. But there'll be a lot more dev streams as well. You can join us during as well. Did I say as well? I think I did. It's probably a good sign that I've been streaming and talking too long, but thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time.